Hey guys, what up here? Welcome back to NASCAR 2004 for race 34, 36. We're going to Phoenix, and it's gonna be kind of tough. I don't know if it's gonna be as tough as Dover or Kansas, but it's in the top 5 if that means anything. So paint scheme, this is where we're going with. I have the controller up. My PC had a whole update and it kept it up. I just said screw it. We're just gonna keep that up. I'll probably turn it off when the race is over, but you get to see my inputs. Like I'm absolutely going up there. Just to clarify, I went up there and I clicked down. Okay, so we got clarification for that. Difficulty. It's on Legends. So the other thing too is Stuart is trying his darnest to be under 1,000 points for me. I don't know if that's gonna work out. I mean, it's 140 points in 3 races. I mean, even if he finishes 10th, he's still. I mean, he might be able to not have 4 digits. So that's kind of interesting to see how that's been developing. He's been trying. I'll give props to Stuart. He's been running really, really well. There's really nothing else to look at. So before we get into it, thank you to my 2 Patreon people as well as my YouTube members supporting the channel. Purchase to get early access to videos as well as channel emails for my stream. Thank you for what you guys do. Let's get into it and see if we can win for Alan Quickie's sake. Jeff Gordon on pole. Not Tony Stewart. He's actually 6th. Interesting. Alright. I guess Jeff Gordon's trying to make up for all the Ricky Craven jokes I made at his expense, so it's probably fair enough. But anyways, without that out of the way, let's have Emran and friends take it from here, and hopefully they, do the announcement right. They did it. They're on a 1 race streak of being good. I hope it can be 2.
Joe Moore and Barney Hall from the beautiful Arizona desert at the 1 Mile Phoenix International Raceway for today's Checker Auto Parts 500K. Tell us more about this unique track, Barney.
This can be a very fast racetrack, but due to its low degree of banking, these cars can get a little loose coming out of the corners, and to make it even more difficult for the drivers, every turn is a little bit different than the one before it.
Mike Skinner looks to turn his luck around in this race.
I believe they got a good chance to turn their luck around right here. These guys have been working extra hard this week, and I think it just may pay off for them in the end.
Casey Mears will start this race a little farther back than he's used to.
Yeah, he was due for one of these bad starts, though. Nobody can start up front all year. You're going to have a bad qualifying run now and then.
2002 was a breakout year for Kurt Busch and his Roush Racing team.
That it was, with 3 wins and 10 top 10 finishes.
No.
He showed that he's
No. We're done. How many times are they going to continue to fabricate lies? No. We're done. We're racing. Anyways, Phoenix, like they were saying, each corner is a bit different. 1 and 2, we had to kind of let off the corner a lot earlier, just because I get through there really well. I was taking it extra careful there because I didn't know what they're going to do. Also, I just think the default setup is a bit too tight because they can really nail 1 and 2. I was so not just flinging it to the left. I'm so glad I have my inputs up because I was barely tapping the stick and it just veered me to the left violently. Not a fan of that. But yeah, our biggest gain and our biggest friend in this race is going to be turn 3. Oh, Terry, that's a bad spot to blow up. I don't know where he's going to go. He's making passes while he's blowing up. Jesus Christ. Well, none of that was good. And that, yeah, I don't know. Just horrible timing. This race is just trying already to make sure I don't win this race. Even though this track is kind of hard, even without anything going wrong. So, yeah, and now we got Kevin Grubb mad at me because I don't know what he wanted me to do there. I can't... Okay, there we go. We got by, no problem. But I can't control Terry Labonte trying to make a pass while he's blowing up to go into pit road. Like, I was going to go up high and then... I don't know. That was just a mess. But yeah. 1 and 2. You really have to, like, straddle that fine line of throwing it in the corner as deep as possible without wrecking, because the AI will always have a great run through there no matter what, and it makes it pretty hard. But we're able to make up some spots. I think our plan is to pit her on lap 16, so it's hard to pit, halfway into a race when it's an even number, or an odd number, I should say. Yeah. See, that's what happens when I send it in the corner too much. A little bit of contact, but yeah. So have to be careful with all that, just because, again, like I was saying, you have to really thread that fine line of entering the corner as hard as you can without, wrecking it. And the AI are constantly up your ass about it, so it's very stressful. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to try to appear on lap 16. That seems to be the safe number. But I like to try to get up to the field as fast as possible, because this is another weird track. This track's weird for a lot of reasons. It was like this even in Thunder 03 as well, but AI can stay out like a lot longer than normal. I guess they always have the ability to stay out a really long time, but they'll stay out to like lap 22 or 23 here, when they usually pit around lap 15 to 18. It's kind of like the normal bit, like a couple laps after halfway. They won't, they won't pit 7 or 8 laps after halfway, but this track they do. And I can't really explain why. Just Phoenix is weird in this game. Get by Labani, same with Ward Burden, no problem. Maybe Joe Nemechek. Possibly the car gets a little bit tight off the corner, so I have to back it off a little bit, but we're fine. But yeah, another thing too is turn 1. You really have to back up off the corner a lot more than what you expect. That was something I was noticing. So yeah, this track is kind of fun to drive, but then it sometimes isn't. But it's nice to see alternate schemes. We have Harvick alternate scheme, Jimmy Johnson's Power Pride car, which, I mean, well, when this is recorded, it's during Pride Month, so I guess that's kind of accurate, but that's not what that scheme, I don't think, was intended for in 2003. The context is a bit changed now. Kenny Wallace throwing some very, very pitiful blocks, but it's okay. We'll get a 2-for-1 at Kmart in turn 3. Man, I miss Kmart. Not the fact that, like, Jimmy Spencer represented Kmart at one point, but just the fact that Kmart was a thing, because that was the bee's knees. I mean, in my area, the Kmart lasted until like 2017. Like, it lasted a long time. I remember, like, there was a couple people from school that worked at Kmart. I don't know. I'm just impressed that it survived as long as it did in my area. That was wholesome. Unfortunately, it didn't survive much longer past 2014, but that was neat. But yeah, up to the top 15, Matt Kenseth and another alternate scheme. Good to see that. We're just about to crack in the top 10 here. Kenseth, of course, 0 in the friendship thing. Like, all of my teammates are just disgusted of me, I think. That is the in-canon lore explanation of all things. And once again, Ricky Craven running technically 9th at the moment. We'll get the inside of Burton. Thankfully, Burton's not going to block, but he's going to get a good run through here. But we're going to at least have the bottom lane here to try to get the spot. Lucky Ricky Craven even try to go for an extra spot. See, he knows. He knows I'm Shimoning up to the field. It's okay. We'll get the 2-for-1 deal at Kmart. Get up to P8. Rusty Wallace, P6. That's really good for him. But, yeah, this is all, I think, going according to plan. This is about where I was running in my one practice race, so this is good. And now we got Mark Martin. I was going to stop talking, but clearly I just can't get a breather in at any moment, ever. Of course, Mark Martin was trying to block me. Yet again, my teammate, not giving me any fragment of love. Rusty Wallace didn't, but I kind of expect Rusty Wallace to do stupid things like that. We got the P6. 3.3. We gained 7/10 of a second that lap. Damn, that is disgusting. But I think a lot of that is just turn 3. If I had to imagine most of the tenths that we gained, okay, that made sense, is all made up in turn 3. That is just so much time. That was like 4/10 probably right there. Jesus, okay, that's like, what, the 4th time that's happened this year? I don't even know what to say that time, because I was on the racing surface, and they just, it's like NASCAR heat. Well, it's not as egregious as NASCAR heat, but jeez, my hood. Yeah, we're gonna be pinned next lap anyways, but that's annoying. Alright, we're pinned this lap. I don't know if Newman's gonna pit or what, but I'm just gonna go down low just to be safe. Also, the downshifting to 3rd really makes the car light. There we go. 4 tires and fuel out and away, not repair damage. That's 0.8 of a second of damage. That's the most I think we've had all year, but I'm not repairing it because that's a lot of time, and I'm not doing it. That's going to be a 14.9. The pit crew are on it. My hood is so messed up. Man. I don't, it just looks funny. I like how the decklet says brute, because we bruted our way through a couple people. Well, 2, but... And one of them was not really intentional. But I guess we'll see where this cycles out. It should be putting us right in the top 5, I'm assuming. I don't know. I will have to wait and find out. But I think we're in good shape. If that's Jeff Gordon for the lead, then this could be virtual P4 right here in front of all of us. At least 3rd, 2nd, and 1st right up in front of me. That's what I'm trying to say. Possibly. I don't know, but I'm going to enter turn 3. I'm actually surprised if Dale Jr. didn't even get mad at me for that. See, Dale Jr. is a bro. He understands that, you know, it was a racing deal. That gives me so much respect for him. Thankfully, he didn't run at me there. I was worried that maybe that was going to happen. And, okay, someone else hasn't pit. So this is for the lead. Ricky Rudd's 2nd, Jeff Gordon 1st. And gonna turn 3. Rudd gives me all the room in the world. There is a spider frolicking around my desktop. Where did that come from? There's a spider web that got formed recently by my microphone. I guess that is the spider that's doing it. I'm not gonna kill it, but I'm gonna have to shoot out of my room. Because I can't have that just lollygagging around. Also, speaking about gagging, I'm about to gag this field because we just took the lead and everyone's gagging by just the repetition of this. But, yeah. And Gordon run them, I mean, pit a little bit after me, but it's not too much. Jeff Green is going to get some pity laps, so good for him, but this is basically for the lead here in everything. So we're good. Just got to wait for Green to pit. Jeff Green's finally pitting. We're going to cycle out into lead. I don't think we're going to lead the most last because of all this, but it'd be a nice slap sled and everything. And this would be a nice interval gap, too. I don't know if this is going to put in the top 15 or anything, but this is impressive. Usually, at least from the one practice race I do, sometimes the leaders will stay out a really long time. And then when they get out of pit road, obviously they have like 7 lap fresher tires and are able to kind of keep up with me, or at least not bleed as much time, but they didn't. None of the leaders did it this time. All the leaders pitted relative to me, so it's, I don't know, it's interesting, but ultimately it's still gonna be another dub, and that's gonna be what, win number 30 of the year. I mean, that is absolutely disgusting. I have got to get this freaking webbing out of my room. It formed all of this in one day. One day I was gone. I went to work, I came back, and now there's freaking spider webs all over the place. Where did this... I mean, they're fast. I'll give them credit. They're fast. But, like, I can't have this... I can't have spiders frolicking around my room. I'm getting angry. It's just... Like, the only webbing I will be interested in is when Robin was in that webbing in the freaking Thriller Bark arc. But other than that, no. I'm changing my look. Because I think I'm a little... Because, see, I always used to go with 5. But now it's, like, really dark now. And then 4 feels too bright. So, I don't know. I guess let me know if I look good still. I feel like I'm, like blurring when I move or something. I don't know. Maybe that's me just going insane. I don't know. White flags out. Lap traffic is making it a living nightmare to pass. They just keep blocking me for no reason. Like Biffle, for example. It's just gross. I hate that. I can't stand that. Oh, sorry, Skinner. But you're probably going to block me like everyone else, so I had to give you a little donut. No free donut for you. You had to pay for that. Anyways, that's another dub. That's definitely the most damaged car we've had in Victory Lane. But we won by 5.8 seconds. That would have been so much more if the freaking lap cars were not just constantly in the way. Anyways, the most important thing is that we did it for Alan. Is it okay if I turn the car like sideways? Like I kind of spun a little bit, but I kind of had to do that to turn around properly. So I hope that was okay. Anyways, this is for Alan. Fitting track for him to win at. I feel like you have to be very patient, methodical. I mean, that's how it was back then. Now it's just send it 10 wide into turn 1, or on the back straight away or something, and you win championship. It's not the same anymore. But we do it for Alan. Instead of our traditional burnout, we're gonna just do one Polish lap. The actual Polish lap, not what Chase Elliott did, where he just did like a Polish lap on the front straight away. No, that doesn't count. Do it like this. That's how you do it. You do a full lap. Okay, rant over.
Kurt Busch had some problems on the track with Kevin Grubb.
Well, when you're out there,
Oh no!
maybe after.
That's a nice trophy. Oh, look, he did a little hand flop there. Alright, well, yep, that's a fair looking trophy. 30th win of the year. Dale Jr. is not nearly as mad. Surprised Kevin Grubb's not on there because he should be like a negative 40 still, or 30. But Mark Marin's +2 on the friendship. That's something. Even though he blocked me and was rather annoying. But we get the dub. Rusty Wallace straight up just got 3rd, which he was always kind of good at Phoenix. So that's not quite a shock. And also in 2002, he had a real chance to win. One among many chances he had to win like multiple races that year in 02 and didn't get it. But I don't know. So that's kind of interesting. Jeff Gordon led 13 laps. Ryan Newman led 5. Jeff Green led more than he had really any right to run. Johnny Benson 11th. Ricky Craven just 15th again. Always running 15th. Jeff Green pitting so much later, or staying out for so long. He leads 5 laps, so he gets some pity points. And there's a lap down. Terry Labonte, the only DNF, at a really bad spot of the track. Which I really thought because of that stack up, that was going to affect us the most, but it never did. Shockingly. I think a lot of it, too, is just the AI pitted kind of with me and not stayed out later, so therefore the gap was just able to blow up to a ridiculous amount. If they pitted like around like lap 23, maybe I would have only won by like 2 seconds, maybe, or 3. I don't know, because their tires would be a lot newer than mine. I don't know. I don't understand it. We just keep getting lucky with everything. Well, I guess I can't even say lucky because we had some misfortune, but we get it by 5.8. That's definitely not going to be anywhere interesting on the thing. I think we're still going to be pretty far out, but I'll look at it. We'll take it. We'll see. So with 5 seconds, 8.74, that puts it kind of in the bottom. Well, it's 26, so 26th out of 75. Technically our 73rd overall career win because 2 of them are all-star, but so not quite in the middle, but yeah, it's 26. I'm sure that'll be thwarted many times over. So it's just kind of, wow, oh my god. That's close to what we ran, or it's close to the interval in Thunder Road 2 at Phoenix. 6 seconds, we got 5.8. Would have been even more if lap traffic wasn't such a pain in the freaking nipple, but that's still impressive. Anyways, let's get back to the main menu. Oh, we unlocked Barney Hall. Well, that's neat. So yeah, next race is the Pop Secret Microwave Popcorn 400 at Rockingham. I like the track. It's always fun to drive. We won there in the spring. And we'll probably win it even by a bigger margin because I've gotten used to the game over time. Unfortunately. We'll be running the Irwin Tool Paint Ford. The Irwin Paint Ford, not the Irwin Tools. I'm so used to saying that. But yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot else to show. We're at 893 with Stewart, so we're only 107 to getting 1,000. But I mean, in 2 races, even if we win, Stewart's still gonna have to finish. I don't even know, like 6th maybe, or 8th. And Stewart's been running way better than that, so yeah, I'm sure we'll have 1,000 over Newman for sure. But yeah, take a look at the points. Rudd's still 5th, hanging on very well. Bobby Labonte's still there. A lot of this is kind of the same familiar faces. I'm surprised Matt Kenseth is top 10 in points, at least 8th. I'm surprised Junior's back here still. Same with Jarrett and Marlon, Harvick, Ricky Craven still 14th. 21 points ahead of Jeff Burton. So scary. Michael Waltrip was kind of there, but he's still kind of there. 62 points just about, or I guess technically 63. So that's kind of close. Rusty's just way out of it. And we learned that Rusty was 14th in 03, not like 18th. I was confused. I must be confusing it with something else, but. And that's the rest of it. And with us leading a couple more laps, that puts it to 361 for us. So we're only 39 away to getting to 400, which I don't think we're going to be able to actually accomplish. We're going to probably maybe get around 380. Because shockingly, this second half of the year has not been as dominant. I know. I'm going to get freaking acne just from touching my face like that. So I got to wash my face off after that. But, yeah. Jeff Green led 5 laps. Was that the only 5 laps he led all year? It was. It was. But he's still got more laps than Matt Kenseth and Kevin Harvick, which... This is just insane. I'm so used to seeing Rusty Wallace lead a good chunk of laps. Same with Harvick. I don't know about Kenseth, but 1 lap is just a little bit silly. But then again, this entire season has been silly. Kevin Grubb's still angry, but... Yeah, that number right there is just disgusting. What more do I say of that? Get me out of this nightmare. Give me the freaking NASCAR 05, where that'll be at least more interesting. Big shout out to my Tuesday Patreon supporters today for our Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Billy Carrier, Maximilian 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It does mean a lot. Always goes a long ways with everything. So thank you as always for the continued support. See you all next episode for the penultimate race of Thunder 04. A series that might quite literally be the fastest series I think I've ever, like, I guess uploaded from like the, I guess the quickest series uploaded of a season mode ever. Because this is going to be close to 3 weeks maybe. It's disgusting, but I had to just get through. I did not want to put you through 3 months of me winning, or like a month and a half or something of me just winning. That would just be, we're just gonna just pull the Band-Aid off this season. I shouldn't have to, like, you know, intentionally start on pole, then pit, and then hope to be not winning. I shouldn't have to go through this rigmarole to have the AI be competitive. It's stupid. But at least, if anything, this will be the easiest season mode I've ever done, ever. And it's mind-boggling, because literally, Thunder 03 was harder, Thunder 02 was definitely harder, NASCAR 05 will be definitely harder. I'm not touching NASCAR 06, but 06, 07, 08, and 09, even those are like harder, because by proxy, I don't think I'm going to be winning 30-plus races in a season. Heat Evolution, NASCAR 2011, Inside Line, 2013, 14, 15, NASCAR Heat Evolution, Heat 2, 3, 4, and 5, Rivals, Ignition, all those would be more competitive than this. So the arguably best NASCAR game ever, arguably has the worst season mode ever in terms of difficulty. That's weird. That's really freaking me out. I don't know. I'm going to get out of here before I terrify myself even more. And it's not even October yet. I shouldn't even be scared yet. There's freaking spiders in this room. It's freaking, they're trying to get ready for Halloween, but I'm not. I'm done. See you all next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.